Welcome back here to Toronto, Consensus 2025. Dan Leach here with the founder and CIO of Bluecoin Capital. It's the great Michael Treidl. Great to see you, my friend.
Great to be here.
Hey,
loving the energy.
The energy is incredible. You can see, obviously, where this space, digital assets, crypto is all going. Let's talk about Bluecoin Capital and the story of how you got it going, because it's pretty fascinating.
Absolutely. So my career started out in TradFi, hence the suit. And after working in traditional finance for over 15 years, helping manage money for pensions and endowments, I pivoted my career into digital assets. It's something that I saw was going to be the future, and I wanted to get a head start on it. And what I realized is that working with pensions and endowments, you need a diversified portfolio. You can't just do stocks and bonds. You need something extra. And cryptocurrencies, digital assets, was that something extra that they needed, which inspired me to go out and start Bluecoin Capital. We've got a fund, Bluecoin Fund. It's a diversified basket of cryptocurrencies, which is a perfect diversifier for portfolios of high net worth individuals, family offices, or even pensions and endowments.
This is, as we talked about, an incredible time to be alive.
Yes.
But, we were discussing before we started here about just this institutional adoption and how things, even 4 years ago, 4 consensus ago, were different. From your perspective, and I think it's an incredible story of why you were inspired to start this fund, are you just blown away by where we're at, not even that long of a period of time, from what it was like a few years ago to where we are now?
Ever since I've been in this space, I've been extremely bullish and optimistic, and yet it continually surprises me to the upside.
Yeah.
We continually have these watershed moments where policy will change on a dime. It'll go from restrictive to accommodative. We've got legislation in the House and the Senate right now, the Genius Act, stablecoin legislation, market structure bills being pushed through, senators that are supporting it. It's amazing how far we've come. And I'm also excited to see where we're going to go in the future.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. I'm a big future guy. They got Doc Brown's DeLorean down the street over there.
Saw that,
well, not down the street, down the convention hall.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal the hoverboard in there. But let's talk about just when you look at this space in general, and you alluded to the deregulation, putting different committees together, making things make sense, where we're moving pretty fast in a good way. What do you think is going to be the key, though, to keep this accelerant going? Is it going to be making these right decisions governmentally, not letting bureaucrats slow things down? From your perspective as a fund manager, what do you think that is?
I think we need to pass the right regulations that keep the bad actors out and help stimulate innovation and growth for the people that really want to build stuff, that really want to create projects that are going to add value. The past several years, people just haven't wanted to build because it was risky. You didn't know if you were going to receive a Wells notice from the SEC. That makes it hard to get builders. It makes it hard to raise capital. And now all these things are going to start coming together. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes about 6 months or more for all these parts to come together. But when they do, I think you're going to see prices rally, and you're going to see very usable, practical projects and things being built.
Let's get in that time machine and spin it forward. We both love the future. 2 years, 5 years from now, where do you see things going? Where do you want Bluecoin Capital to be as part of that?
Sure. So 5 years from now, I see many central banks holding Bitcoin to some extent. I'm not sure what kind of name they're going to put on it, whether it's called a strategic reserve or some kind of side vehicle, but they're going to own it, they're going to hold it. I think you're going to see Ethereum used more as well, meaning ETH being held by organizations like sovereign wealth funds and such, but also it being used for DeFi applications. I think what the industry needs to watch out for is that it doesn't become Wall Street 2.0, that we don't make the same mistakes that we did last time, because a lot of the innovations I see coming down the pipeline, ETFs, tokenization, stablecoins, they don't necessarily embody the ethos that were around 4 years ago when crypto started, right? They don't really highlight those qualities of decentralization, of privacy, of all the other qualities that were essential. And so
Right.
we need to make sure that crypto does not lose its way or its vision in going forward.
Michael, change is scary, as we all know that.
Yeah.
What do you say? Because there's not as many as there were, but there
Yeah.
still are some of these skeptics out there that don't believe crypto should be around, that don't
Yeah.
think it's real, that don't understand that, not to be rude, that if they don't get on the train, they're going to be left behind. What would you say to them? Because I respect those people, you know, that don't believe in it, but I think that it's important people understand where it's going. What would you say to them?
Gosh,
No, that's the important questions here.
Change takes time. It's not purely intellectual. It's also emotional, and you don't want to leave people behind either, right?
Right, of course
I mean,
not.
these people you're describing, their friends, their family, right? We've all had those dinner time conversations. You don't want to leave grandma behind, right? No, can't leave her behind. So I think it requires a certain level of compassion. Try to stay humble, of course, and you know, 10 years ago, most of the population thought it was a scam.
Right.
And so prices were low. And as people learn about it, the price goes up. And I think as we can spread the word and teach those people, you know, prices will go up. I think that'll be good for everyone. And more importantly, the use will go up, right? Because it's not just about number goes up, it's about making real changes, helping people in oppressed regimes, helping people in areas where they don't have access to banks, get access to financial systems and tools, and making the world a better place for humanity.
Well, if we got people like you teaching people, we're going to be in a very good place. Michael Treidl, the founder and CIO of Blue Coin Capital, thanks so much. It was fascinating talking to you.
Thank you. Pleasure was mine.